Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be making another motivational video. And a few days ago, I started reading this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, and I came across one of the most amazing principles about productivity. And this is the PPC principle. The production, which is P, PC is production capability. The production here stands for the outcome. The production capability stands for what makes the outcome possible. Now, he's explained this beautifully through a tale, a story that we probably already know of. It's the goose and the golden egg story. Now, there was once a poor farmer who had a goose. He would go and collect the goose's eggs every single day. Now, one fine day, as he goes to collect the eggs, he finds out that one of the eggs is actually gold, like it's gold in color. He decides to throw it away, but then for a moment, he kind of takes it and he feels it, and he feels that it's kind of heavy. It feels like it's a metal. So he goes and gets it checked, and he finds out that it's actually pure gold. So he decides to sell it, and as you sell gold, you get rich, you get wealthier. And every single day, he gets a new golden egg, and he sells this, he becomes wealthier, he becomes rich. And as he keeps getting rich, he also becomes increasingly impatient and greedy. So one fine day he decides, you know what, I want to get all the golden eggs at once. So he goes and he decides to kill the goose. And when he does this, after he kills the goose, he finds that it's empty. And now, not only has he lost all the possible future eggs that he could have gotten, but also the possibility of getting anything as getting any golden egg in the future. So he's lost everything together. Now here, the production capability is the goose, which makes the outcome possible. In this case, the outcome is the golden egg, which is the production. We always think that productivity and the amount that we produce and how successful we are, it depends on how much hard work we're doing. But it's actually the balance between production capability and production. You can't focus too much on one. Like, if you focus too much on production capability, it will you'll not get any result. Like, you can't focus too much on the goose, or you can't focus too much on how healthy the goose is, or else you won't be getting the eggs. But if you focus too much on the production, which is what the farmer did, you lose everything altogether. So in order to achieve effective productivity, you need to balance these two things. Now there's always a question that I used to have as a kid. Now everybody around me, all of my elders, they used to tell me, you should focus on the process more than the goal, or you should focus on not only on the goal but also the process. And I never understood why it was so important to do it until I came across this. And this principle can be applied to so many things in life. For example, every single day we take our appliances, like we buy a lot of electrical appliances such as our phones, our iPads, our laptops, our computers. It's always important to maintain them. Like, you can't get effective productivity out of them. Like, you can't, like, the goal here, the outcome that we get from phones is we entertain ourselves, we listen to music, we do our work, we call people, we text people. Now, you can't get all of that unless the software and the hardware are good. And that is why they always say you need to maintain the appliances that you get. So here, it's important to balance both the production capability and the production. This is something that we always do. Now, this can be applied to so many other things in life. For example, you're a student and you have a math exam coming up. So you decide to pull an all-nighter, say the exam's tomorrow. So you decide to pull an all-nighter. You decide to study 4 hours into the night, and you study from like 9 to 4, you study the whole day. You study till 4 a.m., you decide to sleep for 2 hours, and then you get up, you go to school, you decide to write the exam. But most probably, you end up feeling sleepy through halfway of the exam because you haven't gotten sleep all night. And one more thing which is important for a math exam is for the logical part of your brain to be working. And if that's not working, you're gonna do a lot of silly, careless mistakes. No matter how much hard work you've done, it's all gonna go to waste because of those silly and careless mistakes. Now, it's extremely painful to think that you worked so hard for this exam and you couldn't get the scores that you wanted. And we always think, I worked so hard, why couldn't I get the scores? But then the real problem behind this is that you weren't able to manage the production capability and the production. In this case, the production capability is your mind, your brain. and the production is your scores, as in you're focusing too much on the whole point of the exam, of like studying for the exam, that you forgot about what's really important. The key to writing the exam is your brain being conscious. So now there are a ton of different ways to apply this principle in your daily life. For example, you're a leader and you have to give this presentation along with your team at school. Now, there's one thing you can do. You can push yourself and your teammates the best that you all can do in order to get the best outcome. But if you push yourself and your teammates way too much, they may lose interest in the presentation and the feeling of a team. And you may get exhausted yourself. So it's very important to encourage your teammates and motivate yourself and motivate your teammates too, in order to get the best outcome. And this way you will balance the production capability as well as the production. Now, there are a lot of different other ways that you can apply this principle in your life. And there are lots of benefits to it too. In certain situations, like say studying, late night and then not being able to get scores, when you apply the principle here, you're not only, getting better results, but you're also way more relaxed. You also get fruitful outcomes out of it, and it feels like your work isn't all going to vain, and you work better this way. There are many benefits to this principle, to applying this principle. For example, in certain situations, in the case of studying late night, if you apply the principle there, you're not only getting better results, but you're also less stressed, you're working better, and you feel so much more better about yourself, and you feel like you're working to your fullest, and you feel like your work is not going in vain. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please do like and share.